Welcome back to LimQ Plus, everyone. On this channel, I'm 100%ing Breath of the Wild by a bit every day until the sequel Tears of the Kingdom comes out, which is today in 55 days. If you watched yesterday's episode, I was hunting down some money and I actually ended up on exactly 10,000, which means I need to get around 3,000 more, and I'm gonna just go and do some diamond hunting today by getting luminous stones, trading them in Zora's Domain, and doing some other activities that I can do to actually get my hands on some diamonds. And once I have the money, I'm gonna finish up the Korok seeds and then get those final locations. We are approaching 90% now. I want to brainstorm a little bit today about Tears of the Kingdom's potential minigames, which I'm assuming will be back in the game. If you don't know, on my main channel in the past, I made a video on an all minigame speedrun. Not from the beginning of the game, but basically from just like any point, you just have to complete all of the minigames in a row. And it was pretty fun. I think my favorite minigame is probably anything that has to do with gliding, either the Birdman challenge or the Eventide gliding course is pretty fun. It was actually pretty hard in the speedrun to do quickly, but I enjoyed those casually. When I did that speedrun, there was a minigame that to this point I had never found. I wonder maybe if one of you in the comments right now has never even seen this minigame, but this game is a hunting minigame in Athena where you have to literally shoot down like 10 deer and then get rewards depending on how many deer you've literally shot. Pretty cruel, but that is real, that is in the game. And I was thinking we will probably get minigames again. Now, one easy one that immediately came to my mind was some sort of vehicle-centered minigame. This game has two different horse minigames, a hurdle jump, which is the worst minigame, by the way, and the mounted archery, where you basically ride around with your horse and you have to basically shoot like these balloons as you ride and get different rewards for it. It is possible that we get another riding minigame, but given the fact that we've already seen a bunch of vehicles, it makes sense to me that we get some sort of vehicle minigames. This could be a minigame for each vehicle. Like there could be a car time trial, a car race, maybe other people somehow figure out how to make cars so we get to race them. That would be pretty cool. Or just a time trial. Maybe we have to transport something. Maybe we just have to do something like the Sand Seal race, right? Where you have to like go through a bunch of like these rings in order to beat a certain time. That's what I basically mean with a time trial. Now, there could be minigames for the other ones as well. There could be a balloon, I don't know, I guess steer your balloon through different rings. There could be a use the new spaceship flying machine in some sort of time trials. But I basically think it's safe to say that at least one, if not all of the vehicles are going to have some sort of minigame. Or it's not safe to say at all, actually. It's just, I think, a fair... there's a fair chance that this will be the case. The next one I was thinking of is that there will likely be something related to the skydiving that we're gonna have. These patterns leaked very early on. This has nothing to do with the art book leaks, but we already knew that we were gonna have mid-air combat, basically being able to shoot as we skydive. So this could either be, again, some sort of time trial movement challenge where you have to go through specific rings as you fall down. Also, am I like blind? Oh wait, I'm pretty sure this dock just didn't load in. The reason I came here, by the way, if you don't know, is there's a random chest here with a diamond that I am keen on getting. There it is. And then we're gonna move on to Zora's Domain. Or, alternatively, this game had one, the mounted archery challenge, and two... Alright, I should probably just wind bomb away from here so we don't have to go through two screens. Let's hope this wind bomb works out. This looks okay. Yeah. Sorry, so number one, we had the mounted archery. Number two, we had the flight range, shooting range challenge, where you basically have to shoot a bunch of targets. And I think we're gonna get another aiming minigame. And it would be cool to basically skydive down somewhere, and as you fly, you have to shoot targets. I think something along those lines would make sense, not only to introduce the air combat mechanic in general, but to maybe make a minigame out of it. Another idea that I had is basically because of Skyward Sword. And Skyward Sword, which a lot of people already know, or not know, but assume is obviously a big like tie-in or like inspiration for Tears of the Kingdom, since Skyward Sword did have all of these sky islands in the sky. just like Tears of the Kingdom will have Skylands 2. There was a bamboo minigame. Basically like a sword type minigame. Where you have to... I don't know how that would work in Tears of the Kingdom, if you would have to do some sort of like fast attacking or maybe timed attacking. That could be cool, you know, almost like a rhythm game. I think this is actually the best way they could pull it off. Like, you have to time your swings perfectly in order to keep the bamboo even as you cut it down. So basically in Skyward Sword there was this huge bamboo and you had to cut it down without it falling over. So having like kind of like timed swings to make sure the bamboo doesn't fall over could be fun. Now, I guess this is time of day based. I was wanting to talk to my friend here that repairs the fence to cash in on some diamonds. But looks like I have to progress the time real quick to do that. A little bit of a chill, winded down episode today, just chasing down some diamonds to get rich. Well, rich, I just want 3,000 rupees. So that could be a cool idea. I think they could pull that off. And then the next one that I want to talk about, and I think this is probably the most requested one, a little bit unfortunate that we happen to be in Zora's domain right now, is a fishing minigame. There's obviously a ton of fish in this game, not only the Zora, but also all of the fish you can just find in the world. Lots of different kinds. But I was missing the ability to actually fish them with a fishing rod. I don't know, something about fishing minigames is just something relaxing you could do. I'm looking forward to potentially make an all-fish speedrun. That's just a complete, like, RNG fiesta, like, completely random. That could be pretty fun. And that's why I want a fishing minigame where you actually get a fishing rod. It doesn't even... I want a fishing rod in general. It doesn't even just have to be a minigame per se. It would be cool to just, like, chill somewhere, cast out the fishing rod, and relax, you know? That's something I would be looking forward to. I just realized that I've never... See, this is what we talked about, right? I never ended up getting the shrine up here. Which is why I don't have the third part of the... I'm glad that I just realized this. Which is why I don't have the third part of the Savage gear. Okay, so next stop is going to be here. Unless I randomly already took this diamond. Maybe I did. I feel like maybe I had the foresight to do so. But I'm going to check anyway. Last but not least, one almost... well, again, I'm not going to claim that anything that I'm saying here is guaranteed. This is pure speculation, and maybe there's no minigames in Tears of the Kingdom. But I think the last one that is almost guaranteed, I'm still going to say it, because basically every single Zelda game has one, is some sort of gambling luck-based minigame. We had crane games in Link's Awakening. We had a complete gamble minigame right here. There's... the Dante game in Ocarina of Time, where... Oh, I didn't get the diamond yet. Nice. Where essentially all you do is just hope that Dante digs up what you want as fast as possible. These mini-games have always existed in other Zelda games, and I would be surprised to just not see a gambling mini-game at all this time. Speaking of gamble, this was a pretty big gamble. I had no idea if that wind pump here was going to end up working or not. I'm just going to be exploring a little bit more because I think I'm basically good with money now if I sell the extra luminous stones and the diamonds that I have. But maybe if I find some more rare ore as I'm talking about this topic, you know, I might as well grab it. This is a sniper guardian. Look, okay, actually I thought it was much further away. Never mind. I was gonna say he has such good aim from so far away, but nope. I wasn't even that far away yet. So yeah, speaking of this, I am basically done. These are all of the ideas I had so far for minigames. I was thinking a little bit more what else there could be, but first of all, I'm not going to be using information from the art book, and second of all, we just don't know that much. As a matter of fact, we don't even know, like I already said, if minigames will return, but I think they are pretty much a Zelda staple, and they just make for some fun in between your sessions. That's pretty much it, and all I wanted to talk about today. Tears of the Kingdom comes out in 54 days tomorrow. I will go to a shop right now, sell my stuff, and tomorrow we keep Korok hunting. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.